Good evening, I'm Alexa Olson. Thanks for joining us here on News Channel 25 WVTT.
Twin Tiers Evening News continues. I'm Jeff Androlonis. The big story tonight on Twin Tiers Evening News. A new Roman pontiff, the 266th Pope, elected hours ago. He's calling himself Pope Francis. He was Cardinal Jorge Mario Bergoglio from Buenos Aires, Argentina, but an immigrant from Italy. With the very latest, let's go live to the WVTT Digital Newsroom, where WVTT's Valerie Tysaner has been following the story all day. Valerie, what's the latest?
Hi, Jeff. Yeah, it took 5 votes, but the Cardinals finally decided on Pope Francis the First. And as you said, he is from Argentina. In fact, he's the first pope to be elected who wasn't in Europe. The Cardinals made their decision at 7:06 Roman time after the conclave voted 5 times to name a replacement for Pope Benedict XVI. There were 115 voting cardinals, and they spent 2 days in the secretive conclave to elect that new pope. But it wasn't just crowds outside the Sistine Chapel who were eagerly waiting for a decision. In fact, Pope Emeritus, formerly known as Pope Benedict XVI, was watching the proceedings on TV.
While we were in the Sistine Chapel yesterday for the opening ceremony, we had the privilege of being with Archbishop Ganswein, the personal secretary of the Holy Father, and also the prefect of the papal household. He told us the Pope was doing well, and he was watching attentively the Mass yesterday morning. He was tuned in to watch the ceremony yesterday afternoon.
And Pope Francis isn't going to have an easy job ahead, because many Catholics are saying they need a leader who will meet them where they're at, especially demanding for change after years of scandal in the church. One local man, Father David, says that it's not always so easy to change.
The church tends to listen to the Pope, but maybe not always take what the Pope says seriously. And so maybe we have to look at that. Why is it that we are not taking the Pope seriously? You know, many want changes within the church, on the church teachings. And, people have to realize that the church is not a democracy. Like our country's based on democracy, we vote in people. The church is not a democracy. You cannot change church teachings when it comes to faith and morals.
And Pope Francis is facing a tough task. The Catholic Church is hoping he will be able to overcome crises caused by priestly child abuse and leaked secret papal documents that have uncovered corruption and rivalry inside the church government. Some are speculating that these problems were part of why Pope Benedict XVI did resign, the first pontiff to do so in over 600 years. In the WVTT Digital Newsroom, I'm Valerie Tysaner. Back to you in the studio.
Valerie, thanks so much for that report. And for the latest on Pope Francis and his election to the papacy, you can visit our website, that's WVTTnews.com, or follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/WVTTnews. Alexa?
Jeff, authorities in upstate New York are searching for a gunman after 4 people were killed in a shooting spree today. Police say 2 people were shot and killed at a car wash in Herkimer this morning, a small community east of Utica. 2 others were killed at a barbershop in Mohawk. At least 2 other people were injured. Police have identified the suspect as Kurt Myers. They believe he is armed with a long gun. Police found what they believe to be Myers' car behind a local jewelry store. Firefighters were also called to a fire at an apartment building where Myers reportedly lived. Schools in the area are on lockdown as authorities search. As of tonight, they still haven't found them. Jeff?
Alexa, new legislation passed the State House today, co-sponsored by State Representative Kathy Rapp of McKean and Warren counties. That legislation looks at directing the Pennsylvania Department of Health to establish the Early Childhood Vision Care Education Program. Now, Representative Rapp tells WVTT the purpose of the legislation is to encourage all Pennsylvania citizens to educate themselves with the early signs of eye disorders and diseases found in children at an early age. Rapp says if the diseases can be detected early, it could be the difference between life and death for a child. And according to her, the numbers don't lie. The National Institutes of Health says that many vision problems develop before children reach school age, reporting that less than 15% of all children in preschool are actually receiving an eye exam, and fewer than 22% of preschool children receive some type of vision screening. For more on this story, you can head to our website. That's WVTTnews.com.
The County Health Rankings Project ranked the healthiest and least healthy counties in every state. Out of 62 counties in New York, Cattaraugus and Allegheny counties didn't do as well. Cattaraugus County landed at number 50, Allegheny just 2 up from that at number 48. Now, Erie and Niagara counties didn't do well either. Erie, number 57, and Niagara, 59 out of 62. The report says that Cattaraugus County needs to improve in the excessive drinking category and smoking. Check out our website yourself. The link is on our website.
And that website again, WVTTnews.com. A Southern Tier school is going to be closing after financial issues put pressure on the school district to do it. Earlier this week during a school board meeting, the decision was made to close the Casadega Elementary School at the end of this school year. All of those Casadega Elementary School students will be bused over to Sinclairville starting in September. Now, the district tells us it expects to save $500,000 due to that closing.
And safe and secure, that's what they're hoping for at the Allegheny Limestone School District. As we told you about in the previous half hour, Superintendent Karen Geelan commented on several presentations made at the school board meeting. She's feeling confident that security and safety are top priorities. Security cameras will be added to the schools and buses, and the school will be set up with a key card system to control entry at the doors.
The New York SAFE Act was passed constitutionally. That's the word coming down from the New York State Supreme Court. It was headed to the court today, but was denied an injunction that would have prevented that gun control law from going into effect. Now, the injunction was in reference to the way the law was passed. Legislature rushed it through without the usual 3-day waiting period, but after today, the state says that it was passed constitutionally and it will become the law in Empire State.
New York Governor Andrew Cuomo recently announced that the movie The Amazing Spider-Man 2 will be filmed in New York State. It will be the largest movie production to be filmed in New York, resulting in 3,500 jobs and the casting of 11,000 extras. Now, according to Governor Cuomo, the movie will be filmed in several locations, including Rochester, New York, where this Friday they're looking for a place to shoot a car chase scene. Filming the movie in New York will generate millions of dollars in economic activity across the state.
In Harrisburg, the State Game and Fisheries Committee unanimously approved a resolution calling for the merger of the Pennsylvania Fish Commission and the Pennsylvania Game Commission. Prime sponsor of the legislation, Representative Martin Causer of McKean and Potter County, says that it just makes sense to merge the two, especially when both are facing financial challenges. He's urging lawmakers to investigate the merger to see how much money can be saved. A similar study was conducted 10 years ago showing a merger was feasible and would save money. No action was taken, but now that merger proposal goes before the full House in Harrisburg for its consideration. The Olean Common Council meeting last night, the unlikely forum for a discussion of walkable Olean.
Why would we take a street that I thought was perfect when I moved here 50 years ago and try to make something else out of it? We have a park over at Warvets, we have a Lincoln Park, we have greenery each way we face, Mount Herman to the north. I don't need a single thing in the way for me to come and go down Main Street.
I said I was very dissatisfied with the results that, because now we have 2 lanes each way.
But I believe that the people of the city of Olean do not understand the reasoning for it. Granted, they have grants, they have the money coming in to do it.
Several members of the public voiced their dissatisfaction. Council President Ann McLaughlin emphasized that the council is not the deciding party when it comes to what to do about North Union Street. The best place to make your voice heard, she says, is to attend forums. The next one will be held April 16th. Coming up on Twin Tiers Evening News, we'll have our first look at WVTT weather. Also straight ahead, our information overload and another record day on Wall Street. How high did the Dow get? We'll tell you straight ahead here on News Channel 25 WVTT. Depend on it.